like 4 layers on.
I have like 4 layers on.
Same, and I'm still Uniqlo thermals. That's where it's at.
Don't worry, I could just get here safely whenever you call for the express.
Into the state house.
More than enough.
We did, which is nice. I know.
That's what you need to now recording from Maryland's Lawyers Knowledge and
Our little influencer.
Bells. That's going to be a Laura question. That's going to be a
Where people are allowed to give the spells, pressure and spells.
Not even. They're probably not being. Which means. They're probably over here. Just FYI. You good?
I don't know. I mean, what if I'm married to? You tell me. There are red flags, Michael.
You got your hands full.
There are red flags. Oh, I did. Okay.
There we go. There we go.
He does it all.
Oh, hi. So do I just look at it and
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, EPU will be actually handling the list and just checking off from it.
So what we'll do is we'll do this.
You know, I think they
Very well.
that's Mom will go. She said she willfully underestimated how cold it would be. But I do, I get it because a lot of times you want to be sort of unencumbered. I'm like, nah, I've learned better. Just.
Next two I got time.
We want you all to be in the next one. Yes, ma'am.
You guys are doing great.
You want to take your hat?
He's a superstar.
Can I get this selfie?
Yeah.
I could be your mom.
You could be.
Thank you. Like Miss Faye's like, hey, I'm protected.
Any questions you guys got?
That's the problem. I take pictures and then people never get them. And it's like, why did I get your number? Because I didn't send it.
Have you?
I was telling the girls, I told Katie, I said, you're going to have to take Emily to school in the morning. I have to be at Government House at 7 a.m.
Hello?
I'm going to come up to the First Lady and say, good morning. Like that. Like that. We're stuffing bags. We're like, work?
The match
Go in early.
This is called work, my dears.
Special field trip where you have to go early.
Yep.
They don't pay us a lot as delegates.
We're changing the program.
Okay, I'll let them know.
Adjusting the program. But she just said she'll be here soon.
I know you. I know you.
You want them to
Never, the vibes are so good. This is just so sweet. Is there How are you? Nice to see you. When you wake up.
I have the number.
Before you know it,
I don't know if you did lymphatic drainage.
my expertise.
I remember we first met in
I got her. She is.
Oh, she's got the t-shirt. Oh, gotcha. This is more massage area, and it really releases all that fluid that's kind of built up in your lymph nodes. I have done it. I have to do it in this thing. I've gone to the grocery store.
It's a plan for us to but then we can act right? He wants us to act responsibly because we because we want to act like and not because we can see what the
So
outcome is.
embarrassing, but boy, can I breathe.
Do the right thing because it's the right thing, not because you anticipate a certain outcome.
You do have to make sure you drink a lot of water. It's just like a regular ritual, it just releases toxins, so you do have to make sure you drink water.
2 days in a row. 2 days in a row. Don't see her come back. I know. Yeah, Greg Yancey. Oh, hey, Greg. Greg. Join in there with you, Joe. Yep.
Yep. And then when
I'm not going to be able to do it from the middle. You want me to get somebody to do it? Oh, here we go. I guess I'm saying I'm not going to be able to do it from the middle.
Thank you. I could not decide out the bucket. It's 9 o'clock.
I've been in transition between both. Week hard.
On the marathon too, remember?
Make sure I take the water break. Hey, look, look, that water break I took this morning was neat. I didn't even go in the building. I went to the back part of the parking lot. Back of the parking lot. And nobody seen me back there. I wouldn't have made it in the building. And then when I came down Best Gate. When you were talking about the merge, I came down Best Gate and I got on like I was going to go across the bridge. And then I saw a car like leave enough space for me to get over. So I just got over and came straight on down. I was surprised. Lying in the parking spot. Like an easy parking.
A lot of people are trying to go.
Yeah. Yeah, and I saw so many people coming out of there. Yeah, I need to give you a call so we can catch up. It's just been mad crazy. I got up at 4:30 this morning. My wife was there. When I got out of the shower, we laughed and fine. What are you doing this early in the day? I said, I told you, these are long days. Yesterday was a long day. Stay right there. I'm not one to do this.
I'm trying. Build character. It makes it stronger.
There is no way.
Makes you stronger, huh? That is a whole lot.
It's amazing
outside yesterday, standing outside greeting people. And I didn't even have a coat on. I was standing out there, and I didn't realize that it was going to happen because I didn't have Can I ask a question?
Yeah. Oh, man. I know that Bethesda was updating the plan, adjusting the time, so.
couple of days, our crews have seen foot searches, grid light searches, all times of the day. Morning, noon, and night. In fact, just this morning, really only a couple of hours ago, one of our crew members saw the Pima County Forensic Unit searching a major thoroughfare around here, Campbell Avenue, taking pictures on Campbell Ave. And that was about a mile away from Nancy's house. And then yesterday, investigators found a black glove also on Campbell Avenue, which is a busy street that feeds into Nancy's neighborhood. Then that glove could be the type of clue that could offer critical DNA evidence. And of course, the Nest Cam video that was released outside of Nancy's front door shows that masked figure wearing dark gloves. The surveillance video was released on Tuesday, but so far the FBI has not released a description of the person in that video, meaning estimated height and weight. We're told law enforcement is working on that description,
Regina,
but that ultimately could help the public narrow down exactly who they're looking for out here. So back live outside of Nancy's house, we will keep you updated on the ongoing investigation and developments here in the Tucson area. Back to you guys.
And they were also asking for 1 Bitcoin in exchange for this information. Regina, authorities at this point have not specified whether or not they believe this latest letter
Marnie,
was
this just happened
authentic
live.
or
They
any
showed
of the
they brought
ransom
that
notes
tent
for that
out,
matter.
right? They set it up
But
right
Regina,
in
one
front
thing
of
that
the
stood out
doorway
to
of
me
Nancy Guthrie's
when
home.
this was
The
first
tent now
reported
blocks
was,
all
again, this
angles,
person was
so we
asking
can't
for
see
1
what is happening there.
Bitcoin
And then we saw
in exchange for this
five
information.
detectives
We know
go
that
into
1
the home.
Bitcoin
Of course,
equates to
all
about
of this on the way, the
$67,000.
search they did
And we also know the FBI told people, hey, we will give you $50,000 for information leading to this arrest. So again, the FBI already offering this incentive. So unclear why this person felt the need to do this.
So remember, our photojournalist found that blood on the front porch, right where they have now set up that tent. So what they're looking for is trying to preserve that. Maybe someone else's DNA was also on that porch at the same time. We're expecting to see a lot happen very quickly today because there is so much public interest in this disappearance. This is anything but a cold case at this point.
Is this a Q&A?
Since they put that video up, they had gotten 18,000 tips before seeing over 4,000 just in the past 24 to 48 hours. Detectives are doing what is called Blackfoot work, revisiting the homes of Nancy and Andy Guthrie and the streets nearby. That's called Catalina Foothills. This glove was found just over a mile south of Nancy Guthrie's home. So as I mentioned, the FBI trying to figure out whether the glove matches the one that we saw on that doorbell camera. Marnie, taking a live look right now, you can see that has blocked off all view of the front door. Up until this point, I could have been able to walk out to the front door. That's what our journalists did, right? They were using, and then they came back and kind of blocked this off again. Sheriff's deputies were posted outside of the horseshoe driveway 24/7 to make sure that no one could get up there. Then we relied on that the other day, and we saw delivery forces walk up there. So a lot of the money was focused on as well as could this crime scene be tainted by the other people walking up there. Something else that I want to know, just outside of this tent, you have
Did you know how long that unmarked
steps, right? You know that Nancy Guthrie had difficulty getting around, so those 2 steps. How did she get down those steps if she had difficulty?
I don't know.
And then the driveway is not paved, right? It's like this, these pebbles, these pebble driveways. So it's very difficult to see these footprints. We haven't seen anybody out really for footprints. Again, I'm not an investigator, but you can't see any of these places where somebody has walked or so
Yes. Yes. Am I vertical or sideways?
but again, back to that video. That video shot on that nest.
Yeah, so in the last 10 minutes here, we know this white tent behind us was just put up near, right in front of Nancy Guthrie's door, we should say. Again, unclear what they are doing here, unclear what they are looking for, but we have to assume that, again, they're returning back to Nancy Guthrie's home and trying to find some kind of evidence. Maybe they're trying to cross-reference something. We're just not sure right now. What we can tell you, though, is in the last about 15 minutes or so, it looks like an unmarked SUV just pulled into the driveway driveway, and that's when you saw that white tent come out shortly after. So again, unclear what they're doing right now, but we know that this search has been very ongoing all over the Tucson area in the last 12 hours. We know at 2 a.m. local time here, investigators were conducting another search about a mile away from Nancy Guthrie's home, as investigators are now looking for thousands of tips that have been pouring in since the FBI pushed out that surveillance video.
All I would want to do is just move to the side briefly so I could show you the tent.
Yeah, so we now know that investigators found a black glove yesterday about a mile away from Nancy Guthrie's home. We know that investigators are now doing DNA analysis on that glove. Of course, that will take some time, but we will point out there's been multiple searches in that area. We know, again, that search we mentioned a minute ago that was happening at 2 a.m. local time was right in that general area where they found that black glove as well, about half a mile from there. So again, there's been ongoing searches all over this area in the last 24 hours as investigators are still trying to figure out where Nancy Guthrie could be. We know this is now day 12 of this search, and investigators still do not have a suspect as far as we know.
Sure, and you know, Marty, great point.
Yeah, there was speculation of that, but we do know that Fox was able to confirm that with a source that was close to the Guthrie family, but those reports were false. We will also add that there are a lot of investigators on the ground right now. We know that President Trump has flooded a ton of FBI resources here, as well as the local law enforcement working this case. So we have a lot of boots on the ground here working this case, trying to find the
time is more than relevant in this case. TMZ then sent that letter off to the FBI to be analyzed. This went from another address had a different point.
Sorry, I did not know who was tossing.
They had offered a tip or a monetary amount.
Okay.
We need to retrack the package.
Prior to this, so this is new. They're investigating whether this is just a third party, somebody trying to capitalize on what this family is going through and extort money from them, as opposed to actually being a relevant tip. You know, I also want to mention something else. We kind of looked at the I said, what is the likelihood that they could move right 60 miles from Annapolis, which is a big process here in Arizona to Mexico. And so it's there's so much security now. Most of them, you know, usually with the hesitant to cross. This one is not necessarily, right? So if you go down, somebody here from Arizona, will come back before nightfall because you just don't really cross the border.
Interesting.
It's
Yeah,
not exactly the safest place.
I saw you guys do that.
Quarter of that but a lot of times when you live this close, people go down there to get prescription drugs. I know people who go down to get their face sprayed, right? And it's easier. You can buy things over the counter that you don't need with a prescription. So if somebody had taken a car, they could have very easily driven the 60 or so miles down to Nogales and crossed over the border. So at this point, the FBI is likely talking. Okay, Mayor, here, let's figure out and see what is the potential down there. We also know the single and down there, that's very out there. It's almost the Wild West, so to speak. I've heard those stories here in Arizona for years. And you know, once things are across the border, it's very difficult to track them down. So again, that is something that is not ruled out at this point. And the answer that I spoke with this morning said, yeah, don't be so quick to rule that out. We just don't know. And again, at this point, that tent is up. You're looking live. There's a number of people out there who you've seen, in addition to all of the international journalists who are doing a lot, and citizen journalists, YouTubers, who believe it was pizzas that were being delivered in the UK. It came from one of their viewers, and then Sheriff's deputies calling us out saying, media, I can't believe we have to say this, don't have pizza delivered, and all of us are going, we wouldn't. That's something that would not happen from a seasoned professional journalist. But all of this unfolding in real time, and Marnie, I can tell you, we've also gotten a lot of questions. Why is the media so focused on this as opposed to every other abduction, right? Or what about all the missing children who are out there? This case is entirely unique. First of all, Savannah Guthrie is a very well-liked, for outward-facing journalist. She has gone on her social media multiple times to talk about this case. This is an 84-year-old who was taken from her home in the middle of the night without a trace, with very little to go on. We are now in day 12 of this investigation. So I know earlier today, Marky asked one of the experts that she had on Morning in America, this glove was sitting out there for 12 days. What's the likelihood that you can actually glean DNA evidence from that glove, right? Great question, but they said there is a way to do this. Additionally, with that video, 10 days, it took so long to get that video. They did not have a subscription, so they had to comb through everything. That video, or whoever's coming in, it just takes the place of the old video. So they probably were searching through trash files of videos that had been discarded because she didn't pay for the subscription. So they're